Hi guys. So, if you know me, you might know that I have talked about some of the more toxic traits of the spiritual and esoteric, and I guess you could also say self help community, especially online or here on YouTube before. And I want to talk about even more of them or more about this topic in general. And yeah, so the reason I titled today's video Spiritual Darwinism is because, as I've mentioned in, I think, one of my older videos also, um, there is this, I think, basically toxic obsession with self improvement in the spiritual community. And also, it has come to a point where people basically discriminate against others based on what they perceive to be their spiritual status or um, their their ability to go along with whatever concepts and things they believe in are worth striving for or worth working towards. So if you just think about the terminology, like terms like ascension, the ascension process, or the so-called chosen ones, right? There's already something, I guess, elitist or something, just a questionable touch to the idea that there are, for example, those 144,000 people that are, like so much more special than the rest and have more rights or are more entitled to a good life than anyone else. And I mean, there's also already some kind of, contradiction or a little paradox in all the things I just said, right? Because on the one hand, apparently you are either a chosen one by birth or from your birth date on, or you are not. But then again, even if you're a chosen one, it means that you really have to work hard on yourself and, I don't know, follow all the rules and guidelines or whatever of, you know, whatever spiritual teacher or teachers and community resonate with or belong to or want to belong to, right? Um, and so, who really wants to be a chosen one, anyways, right? Since apparently, whatever the real or perceived benefits of that may be, there are just as many problems and challenges and special expectations placed on you that come along with it. So um, the idea that you have to not just be lucky enough to be one of the chosen ones, but then also work really hard on, I don't know, becoming even more chosen or becoming even more enlightened is just kind of off for me personally. Because what I really miss, well, I guess generally speaking in society, but also in the spiritual communities or in the spiritual world, I guess you could say, is that that it seems to me people are actually not really that interested in, creating a world where everyone has their basic needs met and beyond that is able to live a somewhat comfortable and nice life. It's like really even many of the spiritual people who are all about love and light, they don't really seem to care so much about some general fairness and equality in society. But you know that I think it has to do with this belief that it's all about you and your journey. But that the the whole world and the whole community you live in and you engage with is part of your journey. And why wouldn't you desire a world where everyone is well off and like not just work hard spiritually. I don't know, there are so many ideas of from the 3D world that just been taken over to the spiritual communities and like deserving a special place and a special status and all that stuff, which I think are just not compatible with what even those spiritual people say they're all about, right? Like it's contradictory in nature. Like, saying or thinking if you do this and that thing, you can create, and if you tap into the right vibration or frequency or whatever, you can create a life of abundance and amazing things for yourself. But is it really that amazing when the rest of the world is still suffering, you know? And this, how lucky can you really be or how happy can you really be in a world where you might have escaped some of the more unfavorable circumstances that afflict many other people, but they are still living more or less the same way or with the same mentality. Where's the use in that? Yeah, those are just some of the many questions that I basically regularly ask myself. And it's not like I always have a definite answer, but yeah, I'm just, you know, trying to make people look at those things maybe from a different perspective. And yeah, I just think that especially those who refer to themselves as very spiritual people or enlightened people or whatever, they sometimes need to rethink their priorities and objectives in life too. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And till the next time, bye.